real time. They don't recommend you do this because things like modules have to go through a translation phase, and they want to pick a technology for loading modules like AMD or Require or JSPM or something, and they're going to do that translation to some code, and it might not work unless you have everything ready to go. So they don't recommend that you run the in-memory transpiler for much more than small projects. Be careful about doing it for libraries. You're probably better off running it through a compiler, a transpiler. Okay. So this is the other way to do it. When you do an npm install at the global level of Babel, you get in the path a Babel command line, and you can put a file on that, and it will output. It's a standard output by default. It will output the transpiled version. So that tells me that great, now I can use that in the build, and that's exactly what you end up doing, right? So you could certainly do this in the command line, and we could get fancy here, and we could let me see if I have it here. So I could say x equals 23. It didn't work. Well, never mind. I could pass it through a file and run it. It would just spit it out. It's not very exciting. It's the same stuff that you would see in the other example. So how can we do a build system to deal with Babel? Okay. So clearly my Vim is not configured correctly. So the first thing was the playground. If you wanted to look at the samples, the playground was the one that ran it interactively, and it was just a little Angular app because I had an excuse to write an app that then ran the in-memory transpiler of Babel. Babel build here, we've got, let's do the gulp file.